I do have some pictures here, which are actually really lame because I could not get good quality pictures of them. So I'm probably gonna throw them. I'm gonna put them on the stream, but I'm also gonna put them on Discord so then you guys can maybe see them better. So there you go. It is very tiny, sadly. So it's in Discord, and you guys can look at it there because again, couldn't get a good picture of it. So basically, you're heading off to the town of Oakhurst, and this picture just kind of shows what is in this town. So you see there's a blacksmithy, there's a healer, there's a jail cell, the mayor, a general store, a blacksmith, an inn, places like that to venture. Yeah. So basically, you guys come up to this town, and you kind of all run into each other, and yeah. So what do you do from here?
Not everybody at once. Davilar would be interested in visiting the healer just for a little bit, to maybe restock some supplies and see what they have to offer.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to follow to the healer as well. Aziel follows.
Ezio follows. All right. Sounds good. And what about?
I think I'll wait at the tavern, DZ.
Okay. DZ will wait at the tavern. And what of? Okay, there's a lot of names here. Gilra. What about Gilra? What are you gonna do?
I think she is going to probably hit up the general store.
The store. Okay, so you're all gonna go your own way. Okay, so I'll kind of go through everybody then. All right, so we'll start with the shrine. Boop. But other than that, yeah. So you come to the shrine and you see a dwarf, a female dwarf, praying. What do you do?
Is there anything obvious about this shrine? Wasn't what I was expecting. Do I know what deity they're praying to?
She is
like
more. She's praying to her own god, and she's like, she kind of notices you guys coming in, and there's actually like not really anything around in this shrine. It's just kind of her in an old, and it doesn't look as good as this. It doesn't look as good as this. It's just kind of like an old rundown, like church basically. She's just kind of praying, and she sees you guys come in, and yeah, she just wants to know you guys. Yeah, so she's like, welcome, welcome. How may I be of assistance to you fine folk?
Blessings be from the Dark Maiden. My name is Davilar. I'm sorry. I thought I misread this building. I thought it was an establishment to buy supplies. I see this is more of a church. Am I correct?
Yes, I heal the sick and the diseased, if you will, the weary of hearted. So come to me if you are ever injured or in need of aid. I will heal you with my magic of such.
Outstanding. And your name?
My name is, you can call me Dern Corky Knuckle. Just call me Cookie for short. That's what everyone calls me around here.
Cookie. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. You as well. And hope you make yourself, home to Oakhurst.
Yes, Cookie, I had a question regarding a certain fruit that we've come to understand might also offer some healing properties. Would you mind embellishing a bit on this?
Oh, yes. The fruit. Well, again, it's a fruit that grows once a year, and it heals pretty much anything, but those wretched goblins always come and steal them in the midst of night, and we've never been able to catch them. They're all greedy buggers, and sometimes they'll show up and try to sell it back to us, even though it's ours.
So you've never actually tried the fruit then?
Well, some of us have been lucky enough to try because we do know we do know what it does. But again, it makes a few, but those greedy goblins take them. Sometimes we have to be careful and steal them from them or ourselves and just hide them from them, but we don't get, as many as we should. They just steal them from us. Those buggers. Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, is there anything else I can help you with?
I think that's all for me for now, but I may have questions for you in the near future.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Hey, what do you call this fruit? By
Oh, we just call it the golden apple. It grows golden apples, if you would.
did you say goblin apple or is that golden? I'm sorry,
Golden.
the dialect is a little.
A goblin apple. We are saying the same thing here. With me now, goblin.
It's golden. Golden. Oh,
Goblin,
no.
Johnny, goblin apple.
Oh,
Perfect.
no.
No, really, it's a pleasure to meet you, and we look forward to seeing some of these goblin apples in the near future.
Oh, my. All right.
You know who might have those goblin apples? The goblins. And I'll talk with him as we leave the shop.
Okay.
Yes, I wonder how they do get to growing these. That's really my main concern.
Okay. You see that the inn, there is a man there. He's quite heavy. I'll try to zoom in more. Okay. He's quite hefty. And he's just a regular human. Nothing particular. He's quite hefty. He's got a chicken on his shoulder, and he's got a drink in one hand. And he's like, hey there, buddy. What can I do you for?
I'll have a mead, please.
A mead. A mead. You knew around these parts, right?
Mead, ale, whatever you have, I'll take.
Mead, yeah.
Just give me a drink.
You knew. You know what? I'll put this on the house, because you're new around here. Here. Reaches underneath, puts something together, pours in a glass, puts it on the counter. Yeah. There you go. Pleasure to meet you, buddy. What's your name?
They call me DZ.
Dizzy. They call you dizzy. I get dizzy myself quite often. I'm Garen. This is my establishment. The Old Boar. If you ever need a place to rest, place to eat, a place to drink, you head all over to the Old Boar and see Garen. Yeah. So, what are you doing around these parts?
I'm sorry, could you say your name again? I didn't catch it.
The Garen.
Thank you. Just traveling. Came to investigate something about fruit and being stolen and goblins. And,
Yeah.
have to talk to
The fruit,
the
huh?
rest of my traveling companions.
Oh.
They know more about the situation than I do.
Oh. Alright. Well, hey, I can give you a little something, let you know what's up here. You know, those fucking goblins always taking our fruit, huh? You know where they bring them, huh? They bring them down below. That's right, down below. Into the Sunless Citadel, we call it. Mainly because it's an old citadel that kind of sank to the bottom of the earth. and it sees no sun, so hence the Sunless Citadel. Yes. Yeah.
Is that far from town?
No, not quite. Maybe not too far. About 8 miles. 8 miles down the old road. Get you there. It's a straight ways. You'll come to an old bridge, rickety bridge, and it's basically just a big drop. You go down the drop, and that's where it is. So we stay away from there because that's where goblins and such come out of. But yeah, we don't really know what else is in there. We try to stay away from it. We do know it used to be owned by an old dragon cult. That's about it. That's what I know. I don't know what other people know around town, but that's what I know. That's what I hear. Yep. Well, anything I can help you with, my friend?
You said something about a dragon cult. There's not a dragon that anyone knows about, right?
Oh, well, we ain't seen a dragon in these parts in many years. I mean, it was a cult of the dragons, but that was ancient. That was many years ago. Generations, decades, if you will. This place is old. So, I don't know what their business was, what they were with. It was their citadel, but other than that, I don't know much else. Yeah, that's old stuff. Old stuff.
How did it come to be underground?
Oh, wow. Again, there was a giant cataclysm, if you will. A giant war between goblins, undead, and, well, there was, I guess there might have been a dragon. I don't know, but there was kobolds too, and it was a big war, I suppose. I'm not much of a historian, and I'm a little drunk, but again, it was some big cataclysm and a war, and something might have been set off in the citadel, and it just kind of made a huge hole in the ground and sank to the bottom, underneath the earth, But again, I don't know much. You might have to go see some of the other folks around town. Maybe the mayor would know a little more than I would.
Interesting. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm going to go sit down, wait for some of my traveling companions, and if you could keep the drinks coming.
Of course. Oh, one more thing, actually. You know that I think about it. It's been a long time since we've had new visitors. Let me think. When was the last time someone was here? It was a very long time ago. Oh, right. It was years ago, about 13 years ago. There was a human named... What was his name? Takes a swig of drink. Balak. That's his name was Balak. And he had an odd pet with him. Like a big frog. He had a pet frog. If you can believe that shit. Wow. What a weirdo. Who carries a giant pet frog with him? I don't know. That's some weird shit if you do.
And he was a traveler to the town, or he was doing something with the Citadel?
Nah, he was asking questions, kind of like you, about the Citadel. But he was like, yeah, he was kind of like you. Just coming in, asking questions, and then he just left town one day. Haven't seen him since. So maybe he went in and never came back. Some good shit. Yeah. Damn, I'm getting hungry, boy. Whew. Yeah, you getting hungry, Dizzy?
Just the initials DZ, not Dizzy, but
Oh.
thanks. And I'm actually good. I'll just stick with the beverage. Thank you.
All right. Well, how about you go enjoy yourself? I'm gonna make some food because this big old gut is hungry. Now we make our way over to the general store. Okay. Now, as Gilra walks in, you see again a bunch of items and such that you could purchase, books, random things, food and all that. And you do see a female human across across a giant table, going through some items. What do you do?
She is immediately going to walk over to all the fruit and whatever else that is. It looks like.
Okay. So head on over to all the gubbins. All right. Good.
And as she's digging around, she's kind of just muttering to herself about how she has to be prepared.
Okay.
She reaches in, she digs into a barrel, picks up like one apple, eyeballs it, sets it back down, digs around some.
Okay. All right. The female kind of looks at you like, "Excuse me, miss. Can I help you?"
And Gilra is evidently startled, and instead of saying anything, she kind of just coos like a pigeon and like a little bit of like.
Okay. And this girl's kind of thrown off guard as well, like, "Whoa! Are you a pigeon in disguise? What are you?" She's kind of standing off a bit, kind of slowly creeping backwards, wondering what's going on here.
Gilra kind of like blinks and like shakes her head like, oh, silly. And she goes, I'm sorry. I was thinking about one of my friends.
Oh, one of your friends? Oh, that's good. Well, sorry to startle you. What can I help you with, dear?
Yes. Do you have any grain that would be really good to give as a gift to a bird?
Grain? Yes. I believe I do have some grain. How much would you like?
She kind of digs around in her pockets and produces like a few like saplings and is like, would you like some trees for it? How much could this get me?
Trees? Trees, well, trees don't do much for me now. Trees, saplings, well, do they grow anything?
Well, I haven't seen them grow. They were acorns. I suppose they grow acorns.
They grow acorns. Well, let me think what I could do with acorns. If it produces acorns. I don't have many of those around here. You see, a lot of the trees around here are kind of old and dead. So, I don't know, maybe the earth is kind of shit, but you know what? I'll take it. Grain ain't too much. It's easy to come by in these parts. A trade. Yes, a trade indeed. So she goes off and she goes to grab some grain. She hands you just a pound of it. She's like, "Here, I'll give you a pound of grain for one sapling. Sound good?"
Perfect. She like nods and hands over a sapling. They exchange, and without any more words, she kind of just happily starts like prancing towards the door, humming to her.
Why, she's a happy one indeed. Well, I never got her name. Oh, well, maybe I'll see her again sometime. Okay. All right. So DZ's at the inn. Gilra's leaving the store. Azael and Davlar are leaving the shrine. So I'm assuming DZ is going to stay at the inn. What is everyone else going to do?
I'm assuming Devilar would insist that we might go for some beverages at the end as well.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, it seems like you and I are on the same wavelength. I like this. Please, let me go buy you a drink.
Excellent. Let's go.
Okay, so they're heading off.
Hopefully there'll be some live music there.
If not, I shall provide some.
I like you.
Well, thank the Dark Maiden.
Okay, what is Gilroy going to be doing?
She's literally gonna cut a tiny hole in her sack of grain at the very bottom and just like carry it on her as she walks towards the tavern.
Okay.
She's creating just a little trail for all her little woodland friends that she loves so much.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next episode tomorrow of The Failures of Fortune. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the video. And as always, you can follow on Twitch at DM Balazar for full videos Sundays and Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.